From November 14th to 21st, we're inviting you to join us for a powerful trip to Ghana. This isn't just a vacation. This is a chance to walk through the same places where many of our people were captured, held, and shipped off into slavery. So don't wait. Secure your spot today. We're making history by walking through it. Will you be with us?
So we have a Canadian-based actor, filmmaker, director, producer, Troy Crossfield. He owns a production company called Crossfield House Productions, and he is speaking out on men's mental health and the importance of Black men and their mental health and dealing with it. Take a look.
Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. A lot of us are carrying traumas, are carrying a lot of heavy weights that we don't talk about. And it's hard for men to be vulnerable and really show what we're feeling. But unless we start to talk about the things and release the things from our mouth, and we're just gonna stay stuck in the same position. Not growing up with a father, not hearing I love you, and all the other amount of traumas that I've dealt with as a child has shown up in my adult life, in marriage, in parenting, in vulnerability, which is why we have a space called Iron Sharpens Iron for Men that happens on the first Friday of every month. But I feel like there's so many men that are carrying heavy weights right now and don't know how to lift it and don't have a spotter to help them lift the weight. And a lot of that heavy weight comes from reciprocity, not feeling the love that they need, not having, that loving relationship, that support system. And accountability wise, we all make decisions and choices that get us in the positions that we are in, right? But there's a lot of unhappiness, and a lot of it is internal, and a lot of it is that we have to find within ourselves. And some of it is from childhood, not hearing I love you from a father, not having that father-son relationship, or there's even men who had relationship with their fathers, but they would maybe even feel better off without one. But just coming back to the fact that there are men who are carrying heavy things right now, and we need to support, we need to cover and pray for our men. Even the small things, having the children text dad, hey, make sure you text dad, tell him that you love him. Bless dad after he sneezes. Just appreciation goes a long way. Because even as a father, sometimes things get heavy, man.
Yes, so Troy wasn't just speaking for himself. He's speaking for an entire generation of Black men that are carrying silent pain, right? We know, as it relates to Black men in particular, they're taught to bottle things up, to, be a big boy, be a big man, big boys don't cry, all of those things. And they tend to internalize what they're going through, what they've been through growing up, being products of a toxic environment. And they don't know how to deal with all of the feelings that they have inside of them for the most part, right? And they're not willing to go and seek help, because they feel very much like they don't feel strong if they do that. They feel like it's weak if they are saying, listen, I'm dealing with these struggles and I need help. So going to therapy and things like that suggest that you are weak, when in fact, that makes you as a man strong, being able to confront what it is you're living with or dealing with, so that you don't end up manifesting it, fostering it, and then acting out in ways that can be harmful to yourself and to others and the people around you, loved ones, family, friends, right? So it's super important for Black men to really be able to tap into what you have going on and not be afraid to be vulnerable and let that out and seek help and speak to somebody, even if it's not a therapist, somebody that you trust. So, one of the things that Troy organizes is Iron Sharpens Iron, which he mentioned in his video, and they meet men and women on the first Friday of every month, and they have this safe space where they're able to, tap into whatever it is they're going through and share and talk and pray and do all of the things, that you need to do to feel safe. And I think it's a beautiful thing. But he's also saying that, we should also pray for Black men, particularly the young ones that are coming up, behind us when we're no longer above ground. And, making sure that they're armed with tools. And like Troy said, father differently than the way you were, the way you were fathered by your father, right? As you become a parent, you're now saying, I'm going to make sure that my child or my children don't experience what I experienced. So that's also a very important thing to look at as well as Black men. So I love what Troy is saying. I think it's super important, and I really appreciate that. So what I say to all Black men, tell me what you think about what Troy had to say. Drop your comment in the chat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content. Also, make sure that you seek help if you're dealing with anything. Make sure that you do that. Take care of your mental health. It's super important. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Emma Ansah Unfiltered. Until next time.